Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Coach Tom coming to you from the beach, the Great Salt Lake Beach, actually. Took this picture when I was in Salt Lake this summer, and it's a pretty amazing place. It's been drying up, unfortunately, with all the mega droughts going on and some of the changes in the way the climate's been. But interesting thing is, it really smelled there. I guess because of the salt, like when you get close, like you kind of get used to it. But it's cool. It's a very interesting place to be and to go check out. It's big landmark. So anyway, but I want to talk today about this is nutrition. So Christmas is coming up, and I saw this. I don't know if it might have been on Instagram. Sometimes I click on things. Four Christmas cocktails you need on your holiday table. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I was like, holy shit. If you were to drink these, not even because of the alcohol, it was like the a massive amount of just pure sugar and all this stuff is insane. So I kind of wanted to touch on that from a, you know, just to say don't do it, hopefully. I mean, maybe you're going to do it. And also just to talk about carbs, because I've also it reminded me of a post that I saw a former client talk about when they were on a trip that they loved, that they said the food was so good they forgot about the carbs. And like carbs are an important macronutrient. Proteins, fats, and carbs, those are your macronutrients, and you need them. It's just that when you buy like the Western diet, when you go to the store and you buy whatever it might be, bread or anything in a package, they add sugar to everything. And so the average person that eats that kind of diet gets like beyond imaginable amounts of carbohydrates. And that's kind of where the idea that carbs are bad came from. When you go to such excessive levels, it isn't good for your health. Dr. Weston Price, who wrote a book, he was a dentist and he did a lot of research on diet. He wrote a book called Nutrition and Physical Degeneration, found that when he traveled the world studying teeth of different populations, and he found that indigenous cultures who ate, a diet that didn't have the refined sugars like flours and all that crap that the Western diet had healthier physical features. And when they were fed that kind of stuff, they developed problems. That's it's an extreme nutshell of the book. It's definitely a worthwhile read. The idea is if you eat like shit, then your body's going to start to degrade. And if you keep feeding your family that way too, like disease becomes more prevalent and all that kind of shit. So anyway, back to these Christmas cocktails and the American diet. So just to give you an example, what was it? Sugar cookie sparkler, maybe was one of them. Drop a sugar cube. So you put in a sugar cube in the glass, Prosecco, like just a lot of alcohol. Alcohol in general, it causes problems with the body, and I'm not saying don't do it altogether. It's not healthy for you to do it, but I know that people are gonna do it. But then when you do that, maybe this was the one, the gingerbread rum milkshake, like sounds delicious, and I'm sure it tastes delicious. But so you're making gingerbread syrup, which is dark brown sugar and molasses, half a stick of butter, half a teaspoon of ginger, cinnamon, and allspice. And those are good. Cinnamon and allspice. Cinnamon can have a positive impact on your blood sugar, but I don't know when you use that much sugar to begin with, whether that's going to matter. So you use that on the rim of the glass and all that, and then you dip it in sugar in cookies, and then you blend the alcohol, and you're adding ice cream, and holy crap. So anyway, I celebrate the holidays just like anyone else, but be careful if you're going to drink those, because how many people have one drink? Not too many. So that's the risk. Then you're piling on. So if you do try stuff like that, try a little bit, but don't go crazy. Don't go crazy with any drink, but especially this kind of stuff, because that's just, oh man, you're going to feel pretty shitty. the day after. And if you live that kind of lifestyle for long enough, like it's going to cause a lot of issues. So anyway, the idea of carbs being bad is carbs are not all created equal. So the first point was the American diet is excessively high in carbs and fat, and a lot of it's processed. So it may have lost its nutrient value. So it becomes more of just basic sugars. You're not getting vitamins and any of that with it. When you eat vegetables, for example, which are a great source of carbs, but you can get your energy, but you also get fiber and you also get lots of vitamins and minerals that are good for you. And it has a different effect on the body. And the amount of carbohydrate in it isn't going to be, I'm reading from my phone and it locked me out, isn't going to be so freaking crazy every day. So it doesn't have to be this all or nothing, but that's tends to be how the mainstream and people who are uneducated think about it. It's all or nothing. It's got to be, oh, that's bad. So that means all of it's bad. And it's not there. There is some gray area. It's simple in principle, but becomes complicated because people look for simple solutions and they don't think about what they're doing. And then you got to think about the long-term effect of all of that. So rather than cutting out all carbohydrates, just be smarter about it. So if you're going to try one of these holiday drinks, which I wouldn't even recommend that you do, just understand that that is excessive, and understand that the way the food industry works is they want to make things sweeter because then you want to buy them. And when you have a lot of sugar, it becomes something that you crave. And that's good for business. So an easy way to do it is to eat a lot of vegetables, get a variety, minimize packaged foods, learn how to read food labels. It's not complicated, but understand that what everything means and what it all is, and you'll do fine. So that's what I want to say. And Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year. And if you have any questions, as always, you can comment, or if you have thoughts, if you've seen someone or whatever you think, you comment on the video, or you can send me an email at tom@tlaperformancela.com. Take care.